All right, all right, all right. So, hell of a choppy day today. We made a few bucks. We missed out on that long run today, um, but we got off a few pretty good trades first thing in the morning. If you want to see what we got done, then just rip through my live stream and you'll see the trades that I took. We even talked about the one that I missed. I got three trades off. I made a few bucks and then just got disenchanted because the market was moving back and forth. But subsequently, there was a really nice move. So on a legitimate setup, I just decided not to take it. Um, but interesting day. So we all understand that we have non-farm payroll out there, and that kind of messes with the trade on Thursday. And so a lot of people will just sit back and wait for that non-farm. But we had talked earlier, I think, in the morning market meeting, about this trend line that I threw in there. And I know this double top is kind of an outlier on the trend line, but I still feel pretty good about the value of that line. And you could see that we challenged it here, and then we came down, and now look at that. We broke it, rejected. So basically, that's like a challenge, a little sloppy, probably because there are extenuating circumstances that are governing the day. But it's interesting. Do we have some insight here? Um, we could very well just maintain this downtrend. And so what I'm fearing is we're going to take out these levels of these dotted reds right here over the long term. I don't think it's going to be as aggressive as like this move down here, but it could end up like this move here, where we may come up, test that again, and then pull down a little, test that again, and then come down and take this out. Or we could get some catalyst to move us down. Now, what's interesting is it seems like the Ukraine and Russia are working on some issues, a little humanitarian issue where they make a corridor where there will be a no fire zone so that civilians can get out of the country, which I can't imagine that Putin would want. Um, so I'm just trying to figure what the catalysts are. And they want to meet again for a third time and try to talk about a ceasefire. I just think this is posturing on the side of Putin, although he is taking a licking, man. If it's not propaganda, and Ukraine's doing as well as they say, I mean, Putin's taking a licking. Um, so I'm just trying to figure what's the catalyst. We know that it's not going to be the Fed, and the Fed will probably be dovish. So what is the catalyst? And you know what? The Fed is way out there, like the 15th or 18th. So it could just be a little fear factor or something Putin hits us with. Could even be that Friday nobody wants to sit in the market and wait through the market, and that might bring us down. But I couldn't imagine it would bring us down. We're going to need a catalyst to really push ourselves down there like that. I mean, I think this was the Ukraine catalyst, right? When is that? That's the ninth. Oh, that's the Ukraine. Okay, so it was the buildup and the anticipation really that brought us down here. This is the invasion where we said, ah, at last they invaded. Um, so this is what we're fighting. So anyway, the point is that we were rejected off this line, and a break below here tomorrow would be a good entry, and then all of these um, lows will be consolidation areas or minus support areas. So we're going to have to watch that, ladies and germs. What are we looking at on the 60? We got a double top. I mean, you could see the momentum here is a lot stronger. We get this move up right here, and it's kind of lower right there. I mean, really, you know what? I could really count that as the move down. Well, that is the move down. It didn't change. So this is the move up right here, and the momentum is lower. So I could see it rolling off. Rolling off, rolling off, rolling off. Let's take a look at something here. See what this trend looks like. I can't really see it by eyeball. Come on, get it. Yeah, so it kind of broke that right there. Yeah, but I don't think that has too much value. I wouldn't have traded that trend line. So this is what I'm looking at. We may just be in a consolidation. I mean, this is our next low. So right now, between here and here is just a consolidation period. So that's how we're going to have to look at it. These lines are previous supports and resistance, and I just leave them there so that I'm confused and I don't know what the hell's going on. Let's just get rid of this one. We know we're dancing around there. So here and here is just a consolidation area for me until we break this low. I don't think I would really count this as a low. It's just a couple of bars, bounced right back, tested it, came down. So, although I do believe that breaking that is going to push it down further. What do we have left? We have 10 minutes. I don't think we're going to do that right now. But we may very well do that tomorrow. Come down to 313. And again, with the report, you have no idea. We have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to need a change of vocation. This is the interest rate. A little flight of safety going on, kind of tapered off a little bit. Flight to safety. The VIX here is BTC, and there's the line, the infamous line we talked about. We were bullish above that line. Breaking that line, we became bearish, and we did exactly what we said we were going to do. We closed that gap, and we know that. And now it's just kind of confirmed in my mind that Bitcoin closes gaps. So something interesting to keep an eye on. It actually trades pretty orderly nowadays. Very aggressive, but pretty orderly. It's a good instrument to trade. So it gets my endorsement. I don't like it as an investment vehicle. 42,105. Too many variables, man. Too many variables. There's enough shit out there that we could put our money in investing wise that doesn't have variables. We don't need variables. So we close that gap. Looks like the momentum might be fading off a little bit, but I see nothing there to tell me that it's going to turn around. We'll probably have to revisit that in the morning. That's the 60, the 30. Could be a trend reversal. Not enough time to really look at it. AMC. Dun, dun, dun. Still in that pennant. Not doing anything. Just kind of floating around there. It looks like it's doing the same old thing that it does. Just it'll whip up on all the apes calling out to buy more, buy more, buy more, buy. And away it goes. It's been a long day, man. I've been in a conference since noon. Just hung up with them. So I'm spent. So I'm ridiculous. Actually, one of my free folk friends are looking at wheat, right? Because of the war. Russia and Ukraine is the breadbasket. You've heard the cliches. Does that not look familiar to you, that pattern? If you don't recognize that by now, you just haven't traded enough GameStop and AMC and all the other Reddit stocks, which, this is viable. It's an ETF on wheat. But, you could see the over exuberance, right? So leave this thing alone, let it settle down, probably close a few gaps, and then maybe you consider getting into it. We really don't know what the effect is long term. Europe's going to have a hard time on wheat. Maybe we'll start shipping there. This is not where you want to invest in it. These guys were smooth. These guys saw it coming. There's got to be around. Yep, there it is. There's the 24th, right before the takeover. People started moving it, right? So those are the smart caps. Like, what's going to happen here? The people who have teams with them. And one team member said, you know what? That's the breadbasket of Europe. And another guy said, buy wheat. That's how it goes in the conference rooms. So okay, anyway, that's it. Um, I'm delirious. This morning I was senile. Today I'm delirious. But check me out tomorrow, man. Well, you know what? I'll probably be on at about 9 o'clock, and I'll explain to you how the jobs report trade works, and it's best done on futures because you could look at bonds, you could look at the euro, and you could look at the S&P 500, and that trade you would take the strongest of the three in whatever move it's going. You know, if there's a strong move up, you take it. If there's a strong move down, you take that. But you take the strongest move, and you determine that by the price action. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. So anyway, have a good evening. Remember, calm, cool, at peace when you trade, and good luck trading.